Gas prices spiking significantly the first quarter of the year. You're talking about 14% since January, according to AAA. Some states are feeling it more than others, of course. I mean, out on the West Coast, California, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, seeing prices almost as high as $5 for a gallon of unleaded. So what's behind the price hike? Dan Roccato, clinical professor of finance at the University of San Diego's Noss School of Business, joins us with a breakdown. It's good to see you again, Dan, this morning. I paid $4.70 here in Chicago just last week. So drivers everywhere experiencing some sort of sticker shock, I think. Should we be bracing for an even bigger impact?
Yeah, good morning, Markie. Thanks for having me again. Yes is the answer. So
Oh, boy.
it might be time to explore that EV for you in Chicago. Seasonally, Markie, prices do drift up in spring and summer, just in time for that family road trip, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you bring up the EV. My husband has an EV down in Texas, but we were afraid it was too cold here in Chicago, for it to drain the battery and that not be worth our time either. So we're just all out of luck, I guess. Is there a bigger explanation here than just the typical switching to summer blends? Any reason to panic?
Yeah, it's kind of a perfect storm in some senses, at least from the perspective of price. OPEC has kind of cut back on their production. That hurts the global markets. That forces prices up. We're driving more. It's the season, right? And also we have these environmental rules where each year the government kind of forces the refineries to switch over to a more environmentally friendly blend, if you will, of gasoline. Those rules get stricter and stricter, and refineries themselves, well, we don't really build new refineries in this country. So what we have is essentially demand that trickles up. Supply doesn't keep pace. Economics 101, freshman year of college. I don't think I did very well in that class. Simply means that prices go up.
Yeah, I didn't take that class, Dan. So you know better than I do. So what can we do about it? I mean, Americans are still struggling to keep up with the cost of food, inflated rent prices. How can we cut corners when it comes to filling up our tank?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's really what we should focus on. What can you and I control as consumers, aside from perhaps buying that EV? Use cash or debit card. In many places, if you use cash or your debit card, you get a discount, obviously. The rewards card with your credit card, right? So make sure you're using the right credit card at the pump, where you get the most rewards back for using that card if you're going to go the credit route. Loyalty apps, a lot of fueling stations have loyalty apps. You can join the program, save a couple bucks there. And my best tip for all of us this morning, if you're putting premium gas in your car, stop. Unless you're going to work this morning in a Ferrari at NewsNation, regular is fine.
Yeah, that's not me. I think, what was it, 70 to 80 bucks I paid last week? Oh, Lordy, gosh. Dan Roccato, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.